Hi everybody, my name is Jenny. This is my first Get Ready With Me video, so please bear with me if it's a little bit too long. I definitely had a lot of fun filming this video as I was getting ready. I was talking a little bit of about myself, you know, where I come from, why I decided to start doing YouTube videos, a little bit about my family. So I definitely appreciate if you stay till the end. I promise you will have fun with me. So if you're interested in knowing how I got this natural, you know, makeup look and the soft waves, please keep watching. So I'm basically gonna start by doing my hair first. This is hair that I literally just showered last night and I let my hair air dry naturally. So I haven't done anything to it. So I'm gonna start by just sectioning the hair. I'm not gonna do anything crazy. I just like to use these little clippers to hold my hair up while I work with smaller sections. I'm gonna just do soft weights, nothing really crazy. I'm pretty much gonna do something very relaxed waves, and for that I'm using this hair curler by Hat Tools. It's the longer barrel, and even though my hair is obviously not long, it's medium size, I like to use this one just because it gives me more space to work with. And this is a 1 inch. And I'm just gonna start by getting little pieces of hair and just putting them in the curling one, or hair curler, whatever you call it. I'm not gonna leave them for too long. Oh, excuse me if you hear that. Those are my two doggies barking in the background. Oops, I probably left this one a little bit too long because I really want to do more loose waves than this, but it's okay. They will loosen up. So I'm pretty sure you are probably wondering, oh, like, who's this girl? Well, my name is Jenny. Oh my god, I'm so sorry about that. I have two, technically they're not puppies anymore. I was gonna say puppies because I'm so used to calling them puppies, but I have two doggies that they're pit bull mixed with German shepherds, and they're gonna be 2 years this February actually already. I can't believe time flies so much. I have two of them. I have the male and the girl. A friend of mine who was responsible didn't spay fix her doggies, and then yep, they ended up having babies. And then she started giving them away, and then once she told me, oh, like, are you interested in getting a puppy? Then I've always wanted to have a doggy of my own. I never had dogs growing up because my dad didn't like dogs. I had a cat. So that's the reason why I never had dogs. But my boyfriend, he's always had dogs growing up, and he had large breed dogs. And then I always wanted to have a dog, but I wanted to have a small puppy, you know, a dog that I could take with me anywhere I went, because that's what I picture myself when I had a doggy. Well, it turned out to be the opposite. I ended up getting two puppies that, yes, they were 5 pounds when I got them. They were 5 weeks old, and 8 months later, the boy is over 100 pounds and the girl is already like 90 pounds. They've basically stayed that size since a few months ago. But if you want a picture, so that's them. This is Cielo and this is Enzo, and you can barely see Enzo because he's black, and the girl, she's the white one, she's Cielo. So it's always very hard to get pictures of them because I have to watch what background I take the picture on, because if it's a dark background he won't show up. But yeah, so that's the story with my puppies. Yeah, that was the first time that I had doggies, me, you know, raising them since puppies. So it was definitely very hard, because if you have any dogs, you probably know that they're a lot of work. I had no idea how much work that was gonna be to have doggies. And I remember before I got him, my boyfriend used to tell me, are you sure you want to get dogs, because they're a lot of work. And at that time I was working from home, so I figured, okay, how hard could it be? Yes, you know, you have to potty train them, you have to feed them and play with them and all that. But I was thinking, I'm gonna be at home, so this is like the perfect time for me to have them. But yeah, I was not expecting to work that hard, you know, raising them, especially because they grew very large in a small amount of time. And yeah, they chew on a lot of things. At that time, my boyfriend and I had just bought a house, so it was a lot of work to raise them there. And even though we had a space for them, we had new furniture, like new things in the house, and it's definitely hard to keep, yeah, things in the house new when you have puppies. They chewed up like 3 chairs on my dining table. They made holes in the walls. So yeah, I mean, that's just a few things that they have done. But okay, I went in a different topic all of a sudden. So yeah, that's the story with my doggies. Now going back to YouTube. So I'm just a girl. My name is Jenny, and I just love, you know, anything that has to do with makeup, hair, fashion. And excuse me if I keep looking this way, because I have a small mirror right here. So that's where basically I'm looking at myself. So yeah, YouTube. I've basically started watching YouTube videos, I want to say like more than 3 years ago. And I just was fascinated about learning, you know, more makeup techniques, fashion, getting inspiration from, you know, different beauty bloggers. And one night I started watching a lot of videos, and then I've always wanted to start doing my own videos, but I just never got the courage at the beginning, or I was very busy, so I didn't have much time to do it. So that's why you probably see that I only have 2 more videos, which I posted. Yeah, there's a lot of time between them, but I figure I still want to do it just for fun, just because, you know, I don't know, like I just wanted to try it out and see, you know, how creative I can be, or like just film, you know, me trying out different makeups and just um fashion and whatnot, maybe sharing a little bit of my lifestyle, you know. We'll see where it goes. But yeah, so my name is Jenny. I'm from Southern California. Well, you probably are wondering, okay, this girl has a heavy accent. Well, at least that's what I think of myself. But it's because, long story short, I was born in the US, but my parents are Salvadorian. You probably don't know where that is. That's basically in a little country that it's in Central America, which is right below Mexico, if you wanna, I guess, locate it. But yeah, I was born here, but then my parents came here as immigrants during the 80s, because there was a very difficult war in El Salvador. So my dad wanted to just get a better lifestyle, better life opportunities for his family. So at that time, it was just my mom, him, and my 2 older brothers. So he just decided to bring them over here. And then during that time that they were living here, I was born. Excuse me. And my dad never adjusted to the lifestyle. So, you know, it's like he never learned the language, and just wanted to go back to El Salvador as soon as he could, or he got a chance. So one day he just decided, I'm going back. And then yeah, he took my mom. At that time I was born, obviously, and then he took us all three back to El Salvador. When that happened, I was 3 years old. So I grew up in El Salvador from 3 till I was 17 and a half. And then growing up, my mom always encouraged me or told me, you know, you are a citizen of the US, so you should take advantage of like go to school, get your university degree and whatnot, you know, search for better opportunities that you can get here in El Salvador. So that's what I did. I graduated from high school in El Salvador, and then I came to the US by myself when I was 17 and a half. I had to take ESL classes, and if you don't know what those are English as a second language classes to obviously learn the language, because even though they teach you a few English classes and whatnot, it's not enough for you to hold conversations. So that's how I started to learn English. And then I had to do high school again because it turns out that none of my classes were validated. I don't know why, but at that time I was like, I'm young, I can do high school again. So luckily I was able to do it in an adult high school program where they basically allow you to take less classes. Like I did the ESL, and then I still wanted to have my actual high school diploma, so I took the remaining classes for me to do that, or to basically earn enough credits for me to have an actual high school diploma, because I wanted to go to college and I could have done it with just the the GED, I'm sorry, the GED diploma, but it was just ego of me wanting to actually have a high school diploma, and plus I only needed a few more classes. So I did it, and then I went to community college, and then I transferred to a 4-year university. And yeah, I got my bachelor's degree in business administration, and with an emphasis in accounting. That was like, how long ago? That was in 2015. So yeah, it's been a couple years now, and then I got a job doing that, and that's the reason why I've been very busy the last couple of years, because I got a job that required like a lot of hours, and yeah, I worked a lot, many hours basically. And right now I'm transitioning from that job to something else that is definitely allowing me to have more time for myself and work from home sometimes. So that's the reason why I decided to come back and, I guess, do a little bit more of YouTube videos. And that's where I am right now. By the way, I also have an Instagram account that I opened months ago for the same reason, and it's just like my name in YouTube, JennyLliana. If you want to look it up, I also have it in the description box. I would really appreciate if you can check out my pictures. I do have a few more posts there than what I've done in YouTube, because you know, sometimes it's a lot. Yeah, it takes less time to do posts, so Instagram posts. But yeah, check me out, and then I would really appreciate if you can give it a like and probably add me, you know. Let's see where this goes. This is basically what I do with my hair when I don't have a lot of time, and as you notice, I'm literally just holding it in the hair curler for a few seconds, just because I don't really like the look of tight curls. Yeah, I don't like that, so I just like to hold it for a little bit, and then let me just make sure I didn't miss any parts up here. I'll just let them cool for a little bit because after you let them cool, I like to just, you know, mess them up with my fingers. So I'm just gonna do something simple because I'm actually getting my passport picture taken today. So I basically just wanted to do like a quick makeup, you know, just to at least come out decent in the picture. Let's see. So I am gonna start by priming my face, and I already moisturized before I did my hair. For that, I'm using the Marc Jacobs, what is this, the Invisible Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. I really love this thing. It's definitely very pricey, but I like it because it is hydrating. So after I do primer, then I go with my go-to foundations, which is the Giorgio Armani, and I'm on the shade 6.25. This is the Luminous Skin Foundation, and I just shake it really quick because I don't use this foundation on a daily basis. On a daily basis, when I just want to do something quick, I'll use like a CC or BB cream, but I just want a little bit more coverage today. And this is just, obviously you probably have used it before. It's just a medium coverage, so it's not that bad. So I like to put a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'll just start dabbing it in my face, just, you know, putting it in different areas, so when I go and blend it out, it's a lot easier to blend. I'm gonna use the beauty blender. This is just the purple edition, I guess, that I got a few months back. But I just start dabbing this into my face, just really gently, making sure that everything gets blended out. And I just go around my forehead, you know, around my face. I hope you don't mind that I'm using a ring light. So I don't really have a place right now where I can film. So I'm just doing it in my bedroom. This is literally my dressing table and my shoe closet that I have here. So that's what we're working with, and because I have the glass here, you see the reflection of my ring light. I hope you don't mind that. I'm just trying out and see if this is a good place to film. Oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot to show you what I was talking about. It's this cute sweater that I got from Target a couple weeks ago. Isn't this the cutest? Rosette and Shine. It's so cute. I saw it and I was just like, this is perfect. I'm really into this blush baby pink or mauve pink, whatever you want to call it. No, it's more like a blush pink. So when I saw this sweater, I was like, oh, and I love rosés, so that's just perfect. But yeah, after I blend this out, sorry, I just like to take a little bit of time making sure that everything is blended, and especially because I'm gonna get a picture taken today. I want to make sure my coverage is even. Now for concealer, I like to use two different types of concealers, and these are literally the ones that I use on a daily basis, and those are the Tarte Shape Tape, and I'm in the shade medium. And this is what I use for my under eye area to, you know, cover up my dark circles and also to brighten this area. But for spot concealer, I like to do the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer, and this is also in the shade medium. I don't like to do spot concealer with the Tarte shape, maybe because this one is a little bit too bright. So if I use that, like, I don't know if you can see, but I have a couple marks right now that I got random pimples recently, and I don't know why they don't want to go away. So to cover up those areas a little bit better, I like to use the Becca one. And I basically just like to, you know, put it in the common areas around my eyes. And then I'm going to start blending this out with the beauty blender. I just like to turn it to the other side, to the pointy side, just because I feel it gets a little bit better, especially around your eye, tear duct area. And I always like to do the bottom part, and then with whatever I have left over in the beauty blender, I'll go on my eyelid, just because, you know, I'm Latina, so I have really for some reason very dark under eye and also I guess around the eye area, so I always need to do a little bit of concealer on top. So then I'm just gonna blend, you know, my nose, my chin, and now to spot conceal, I'm gonna just do like a little dab and those three things, and I have another little one here and here. Oh, and I also have a little one here. And then to blend those out, I personally just do like a little, you know, dab, but very gently, very soft with the pointy part of the beauty blender, just because if you do it too hard, it's gonna just remove the concealer that you just applied, and if you do it very gently, it's just gonna diffuse or, you know, blend the edges of the concealer. So I just like to do that. Then I need to set my concealer because I can't leave it like that for too long, because or else it's gonna start to crease. And for that, I'm gonna use the Laura Mercier. What is this? The setting powder, translucent setting powder. And I just like to use the Morphe E48 brush to do this. And I just get a little bit of it, that like remove the excess, and just apply a very small amount under my eye, around the T-zone, basically everywhere where I put concealer. For this time of the year, I don't like to do a lot of powders just because my skin is dry, and if I add a lot of powder, it's just I'm gonna be a crusty girl. Yeah, not like an hour after I do my makeup. So I am gonna use today the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the DipBrow pomade, and I'm using the shade in dark brown. And before I start applying the product, I like to use a spoolie and just brush them, you know, really fast to make sure that they're not that crazy. And I like to apply that with a MAC angle brush and just to start filling in my eyebrows. I'm gonna go ahead and work on the rest of my face. I just normally like to do not a harsh contouring, but just a little bit of defining, more especially on the cheekbones. And then for that, I'll be using this Makeup Forever, the Pro Bronzer Fusion. And I just have this little Morphe angle brush that desperately needs to be washed. And then just go right here on my cheekbones. And this is more like a bronzing, I guess, around the face, if you want to call it. It's not as much as contouring, just to give me a little bit of more definition. And I always do a little bit on my chin and down to make sure, you know, my jaw area is more defined. Nothing really extreme. And when I'm in a rush, I literally just grab the same brush and just do a little bit around my nose, just to give it a little bit of more shadow around here. You know, it gives you the illusion of having a slimmer nose. And then I'm gonna apply a little bit of blush, and I've been really loving this like a blush, I think it's called Blush Bazaar, or however you pronounce that, by Tarte. And it's basically just like a round palette, but I love it that it has so many options, especially because, you know, sometimes when you're on a budget, you can't buy all different shades, so I really like to have them all in one palette. And yes, they're smaller size than the regular, you know, full size, but for me this works perfectly because it's very rare when you finish a blush. So I'm going to go into this angelic shade right here, sorry, this one. And that's like a, it's like more like a rose mauvey color, and I'll just slightly apply it on the apples of my cheeks. Okay, I think that's enough. Now we're gonna do a little bit of highlight, and to do that I've been really loving the Dose of Color DesixKaty collection. This is the highlighted in the shade Fuego, and I'll just apply this with a fan brush. This is by BH Cosmetics, excuse me. It doesn't have any number. I basically got it in one of those brush sets that they often sell. And I'm gonna apply a little bit of this on the tip of my nose, a little bit on the top right here of my lips, just to highlight that part. Okay, I think this should be fine. So now I will actually do a little bit of eyeshadow just because I want to make sure that my eyes look, you know, nice and wide open. And for that, I definitely always use an eyeshadow primer, and I should probably try it out of different ones, but the only one that works for, I mean, the only one that I basically use all the time, it's this one that I got one of the Lorac palettes that you get. It's the Behind the Scenes eye primer, and I've gotten the Urban Decay one, but sometimes it can be a little bit drying for my eyelids. So I like this one just because I don't feel that it's as dry as the other one, but I definitely always have to use eye primer whenever I do a little bit of eyeshadow. I'm just gonna set that eyeshadow primer, and the eyeshadow that I really like using, it's by, what is this, Makeup Gig Peach Smoothie, and I just have like the single eyeshadow, and I like to apply that with like a big blending fluffy brush. Now I'm just gonna do like a brown shade around the crease of my eyes, and I've been really loving the Naked Urban Decay Heat eyeshadow palette. This thing is great, especially for all those neutral colors. I really love it. So I'm gonna go into this shade right here. The name is Sauce. Is that what it's called? And I'm gonna use this Morphe M433 eyeshadow blending brush, and I'm just gonna basically hit a little bit on the crease of my eyes. I'm basically just gonna create a little bit more definition with this one. I'm gonna apply the same shade, let me see, with I have this like a flat definer, and this is also by Morphe. It's from that metal collection, I guess, G28. I really like Morphe brushes because they're definitely affordable and they perform. So you don't need to go and spend out a lot of money, you know, like I used to before spend, I don't know, $20-$30 on a makeup brush. After I do that, I like to grab the same blending brush that I use, and I just roughly go around here, you know, the edges outside and on the bottom, just to make sure that everything is blended. I don't have any like harsh lines around this area. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm gonna use the Lorac Pro, I think this is the #2 palette, and I'm gonna go into this rosé color. I like that one for the lid. just when I want something natural. And now I'm thinking whether should I do eyeliner or not. You know what? In a picture, yes, I think I am gonna do that. But before I go into the eyeliner, I like to do like a highlighted, like use highlight on the tear duct of my eyes. I feel that that opens up your eyes, and for that I love to use the Becca highlighted on the shade Opal. And I just grab this and what is this? This is a Morphe M506 makeup brush. I like this one just because it's very small and it fits perfectly in this area. And I just try to connect it with wherever I finish, you know, the eyeshadow on the top part and also on the bottom part, just to make sure that there's no gaps and this blends in with the rest of the eyeshadow. I'm just gonna use one of those new eyeliners by Fenty Beauty, and this is in the shade Eclipse. I really love this one just because I actually really like the glitter that it has. So I'll be right back. Let me do that. Okay, so I'm back. I did my eyeliner. But yeah, you know, just a little win, nothing crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and curl my eyelashes because I'm gonna apply a little bit of mascara, and I think I'm gonna do falsies just because I want my eyes to look very pretty. Okay, so because I'm gonna apply eyelashes, I'm just gonna do like a very thin layer of mascara, and the mascara that I'm using, it is the top mascara for me, which is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I really love this thing. I think I'm for sure gonna do the eyelashes, the fake lashes, just because I want to make sure I look cute. And I will do that off camera. I am back with lashes. Yeah, so I'm happy that I went for them. The eyelashes definitely complement your eye look. So yeah, they're very natural. I like them that they're not too much, not too little, you know, you can notice them. So I think after this, my makeup look is pretty much complete. Well, I still have to do the lips, but I'm gonna apply a little bit of lip balm before, just because I always have to do that. I have very dry lips, so I am just gonna keep it very natural. So I'm basically gonna do my go-to lipstick, which is I use the Velvet Teddy by MAC, and then I like to put a little bit of gloss on top. So for that, I'm gonna use this Creme Brulee, you know, little glass by NYX. One last step, I'm gonna use my setting spray 3-in-1 by Too Faced Hangover. I really like this thing. It doesn't dry out my skin. I think that completes this makeup look. Yeah, very natural. This is exactly what I was going for. So I'm very happy how the way it turned out. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!